Hey yo, what is up? This is the Lamzu MAYA 10-day review. Obviously, I've already had 10 days of usage with the mouse and I can give you my opinion on it. Maybe it is useful to you guys. So let's kick off with the battery life battery check. I've been using it for 10 days approximately, but I have been ill for a lot of it. So I cannot say that I have been on it for 10 hours a day on the mouse. However, you can clearly see that I've got 21% battery power here after 10 days of use. Of course, I did not enable the 4K polling. I don't really care too much about it. It doesn't really affect me or bother me. So 21% is pretty good. I suppose if you run a 4K dongle, maybe you will get 5 days, 4 days or less, but very acceptable to me on 1000 polling hertz over 10 days of use. Next up, we're looking at the cleanliness check. Again, I have not cleaned it for 10 days. I don't know if the camera can pick up the smudges that you can see here. There are smudges. These are fresh smudges because I have very clammy, sticky, watery hands. Temperature here is over 90 with 73 degrees of humidity. So these are fresh prints that I have on it. I can tell you that in terms of cleanliness, I feel like it's holding out really well, all things considered. For 99% of you people out there, this is not going to trouble you in the slightest bit. I am extremely sweaty and greasy. I'm in a really hot and humid environment, and I've only left minimal amount of fresh prints. If you compare this to a endgame gear, OP1WE would be black and would have a round brown circle where your fingers contact the mouse, and that's just the truth of it, unfortunately. So all things considered, I feel like the Lamzu held up pretty well in terms of cleanliness. Now the shape and size, I can't help but to look down on my desk and look down on my hand, and I want to check if I have a G Pro Superlight in my hand. Every time I need to check it. I can't help it because the silhouette of the Maya resembles the GPX from the user's viewpoint. The 3/4 view from your eye to your hand is unmistakably a G Pro Superlight. From the bird's eye view, it's obvious that the Maya draws its design cues from the Atlantis. You can see it is designed to look like an Atlantis. I mean, the button shape, the way it tapers off, it looks exactly like an Atlantis, but in your hand it feels nothing like it. Even the coating, if you're familiar with G Pro Superlight coating, you're going to be familiar with the Lamzu Maya coating. Maybe the color pigments add to this feeling because I have a red Maya and a magenta GPX. I'd be curious to know if other people feel this similarity too. The best way to describe the size of the Maya is it's like 5% smaller G Pro Superlight. Now, in terms of build quality, it is way better than the Atlantis. Way better than the Atlantis, which I used to criticize for its wide gaps. The factories seem to have improved their tooling and their gaps look tight now. In fact, the mouse 1 and mouse 2 gaps are tighter than the GPX, and this is a testament to their continuous improvement to the manufacturing process. The bottom is exposed. Right, you can see its beautiful design, maybe influenced by Mayan civilization. They even match the PCB and the PTFE feet color to the body, and I feel they don't get enough credit for this. The red colorway is the best in my opinion because it's red on red on red, while the other two colors have a black PCB and white feet. This is what makes the red more unique and desirable in the long run. That's my opinion anyway. Now, if I had to complain, I'd say, why didn't they make these innovative designs on the shell of the mouse? Now, I have a fancy keyboard which is over here, and it also has a fancy looking bottom. The problem is, the last time I saw it was when I got it on the first day and took this picture. I'll put a picture here. This picture. If you look at all the top mouses in 2023, they all have holes in them on the outsides, not just the bottom part. Right? All of them have holes in them. The ULX, the Beast, G-Wolves, Ponage, Viper SE, they could have incorporated, the Mayan theme on the shell of the mouse, carve it out, make some design, and they could probably reduce the weight down to about less than 40 grams. I think that's possible. I'm just nitpicking here, but I'm on the opinion that they could have had a potential mouse of the year here if we were only judging the look of the bottom of the mouse. You know what I mean? That is really gorgeous. Now let's talk about the coating. I already mentioned a little bit earlier, the coating is 100% like the G Pro Superlight. So if you're experienced with the G Pro Superlight, you know exactly what this feels like. Now I've mained this mouse for 10 days straight, and it's not picking up any grime or dirt from my very sweaty and greasy hands. I always mention the Endgame Gear XM2WE here because it's infamous for its very nice coating that attracts millions of fingerprints and smudges, and it feels like you have to constantly wipe it down to make it not look disgusting. I do believe the contact points will eventually develop a shiny spot over time, like Razer keycaps, because they're made of ABS plastic or something, and the top layers tend to wear out over time. I'm not 100% sure on this, I could be wrong, but I'm most likely accurate. I feel like I've seen this happen to X-Lite V2s, the black glorious Model Ds, so I'm basing my assumptions of these previous experiences. The buttons itself, they feel great. They are, there's some pre-travel, post-travel, whatever travel. I'm 100% sure it's going to vary from copy to copy, so there's no point in me demonstrating to you. I can say the clicks are above average. They're better than the G Pro Superlight. They're almost as good as G-Wolves. The Maya has Huano transparent blue and pink dots, which are like flavor of the week right now in terms of switches. I don't know the white side switches are, if they're pink dots or not. I have no idea. I must say they don't feel as nice as the Mouse 1 and Mouse 2, but they're still great nonetheless. The feet, on the other hand, is one of the best features of the Maya. They have a distinctive shape and design. They're color matched, they're fast, and best of all, they're silent because they don't have any sharp edges, and they're thick enough that the bottom shell never contacts any part of the pad, because some companies make really thin skates. These are thicker, and Lamzu understands the value of good mouse feet. You want Pirelli P0s on your McLaren, not Toyo tires, right? You pay attention to your feet because they are the only point of contact between your mouse and your mouse pad. In my opinion, the mouse feet are like the most important thing in the mouse. If you can nail down mouse feet, PTFE feet, if you do your feet well, that would already be more than 50% of your mouse. That's just my opinion. You don't have the sharp edges. They took the time to bevel out these edges of the feet, so you'll never get the scratchy sound like a G Pro Superline. Now, in terms of value, which is the last thing I want to talk about, is I think for this price, $100, they should include a 4K dongle. I don't think this mouse is worth $90+ without a dongle. With a dongle, I think it's going to be good value, and I think they will do it. I'm pretty sure they'll do it because there's a lot of great mouses out there coming out from China, like VGN Dragonfly, VXE, which I have one on order on the way. They're gonna come in 4K, $50 with the 4K dongle. It's gonna be insane. How are you gonna compete with that unless you have something great to offer, like pretty underneath? You need a pretty shell as well. Very nice red colorway. I think this is the best colorway out of the three. It's a gray color and a white color and a red color. The red is definitely the best, just because of the red buttons, red scroll wheel, red PCB, red feet. Clearly a lot more effort put into the red color than the gray or the white color. So if you're going for a Lamzu Maya, pick the red color, and yeah, try and get it with the dongle for less than $100 and you're golden. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and my opinions on the Lamzu. Hope you took some useful information out of it, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.